with the most talented, one of the most talented individuals in Atlanta I have ever seen perform, ever heard, make music, such beautiful sounds. Mr. Willie HyN himself.
Where's up? Where's up?
Where's
Where's up?
up?
Where's up?
Yeah, man. So, well, how are you? How's everything going?
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. Everything is good, man.
You
I ain't
gotta-
paying for no more studio sessions for a while, so I'm happy about that shit.
Glad
Them
that
things
shit's
add
over
up.
with. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you have a new album. You got a couple things going. You got a new album dropping on Friday.
Yeah.
Called Sun Rock.
Yes,
you got
yes.
Rose Bowl #6 on July 16th.
Y'all.
So let's talk some shit. Let's get into it.
Let's talk some shit. Let's jump straight into the y'all
Sun
know.
Rock. Sun Rock. It's phenomenal album.
Thank you.
Sonically just absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
I always like how you do the combo of like R&B with the rock, and then you sneak a little jazz in there. This time you got some poetry on it. I feel like you always have some sort of like spoken word element to it. But but you kicked the joint off with it. So
Yeah.
let's get into Sun Rock. First of all, how did you come up with that name, and what is the meaning behind that name?
Sun Rock was it was actually a very, very, very strong strain of marijuana
Oh wow.
that I purchased. Snoop Dogg actually talked about it when he was on the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
And he was saying how he wouldn't never mess with it. Like he would completely leave that alone.
Yeah.
Because it's Moon Rock is 60% THC.
Okay.
Sun Rock is 80%. And I ended up getting my hands on it during the pandemic. And it inspired the actual beginning of the album. The first song that we recorded it was called Sun Rock.
Okay.
And it features Algebra Blessed. I didn't know what that was gonna be at the time. I didn't know what album. It wasn't even a joint album at first.
Got you.
It was just a regular album that I was working on. And I got halfway through it, and I started working on the mixtape. Did that. Did the mix. I never do that. And then came back to the album. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to do a joint album with Ken.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Out
because
the
it's
Sky
a
Blue.
joint album.
Yeah. It just fell out the blue. We ended up doing one of the records for the mixtape, and it was called Red Monte Carlo. And after we did it, I was just like, yo, like, I just need to do a whole project with this dude.
Yeah.
And he was with it.
Yeah.
He was all the way with it. And when we got done with it and we started figuring out like what we're gonna call it, I just went back to that first day when we started it, and I was like, let's call it Sun Rock. And it's just feel good. It's feel good music. I didn't really want to go with the whole storyline thing that I've done since 2014.
Yeah.
Now that saga's over,
Yeah.
I wanted to just instead of hitting people with the same, with the storyline, I just wanted to just give people just music to just feel good to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No storylines. We'll have a theme for it, which was Sun Rock, and we just basically made Sun Rock into like its own world, its own like Afrocentric oasis.
I'm gonna say it sounds like just reading your captions about what that means, and hearing the intro, it sounds like this bridge of like dreams, reality, blackness, like its own little Wakanda, but like on some futuristic shit. Like it's just dope. It's really dope.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was we kind of had to make that world of our own because like I said, we was recording it during the pandemic. So it was one of those things where we didn't really know when we was going to get back to outside and
regular
just,
life and
regular.
shit. Yeah.
We didn't know when we was going to get back. So I had to start create, because that was around the time where I always take vacations. Couldn't do that, couldn't do nothing. So I just, made up this little world in my mind, and it just influenced so much beautiful music that came from it. And when we added Ken the Misfit to it, it just took it to another level. I'm just such a fan of that dude, man. Like, I'm a huge like a real
Just a fan. Yeah.
So to have him on this album, for him to be down with it, and then for him to allow me to write everything.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So I seen in you talked about how you penned everything for this album. So how creatively you know, because you didn't want to do the storylines like you did before. You know, tapping into that world, what was your creative process like for getting into something totally different and just writing on a different level?
Yeah, it was the creative process really wasn't too different than what it's been like in the previous times. It was just, if anything, it was just the inspiration. The inspiration was different because, you know, all those other times, you know, the inspiration was all behind that one thing, or that one person, which was Rose.
Right.
And now, you know, it was just like, man, let's just create and have fun. So I did a lot of, it was a lot of, you know, just, you know, dipping off and listening to other artists who I'm influenced by, and just picking up vibes and just picking that up. I mean, it was and I haven't really done that before because I mean, this was the first time half the album was recorded in my apartment. I had never done that before. I mean, we had, you know, way back in the day, we had this studio in my mama basement, but this was something completely different. So just it was days when me and Devin would just sit in the studio and just vibe to stuff and just, you know, be in there smoking that sun rock.
Yeah.
Just, you know, just vibing to different, you know, just different sounds, different genres, you know, just whatever.
Yeah.
And picking that up and then going right into the booth with it being right there and just creating. So it wasn't too different, but it was different in the sense of the inspiration.
I was like, did you feel a little freer?
A lot more.
Yeah.
That's why I say this was the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to follow a certain premise. I didn't have to follow a certain, okay, at the end of it all, this song has to do this, so that at the end, this interlude and this outro can do that.
Each other. It kind of, each song, I was going to say, I feel like this song or this album, it has its own, each song has its own spot on the album.
Yeah.
I feel like you can hit shuffle and have the same vibe, you know, throughout the entire thing.
Dope.
Whether you go straight through it or hit shuffle.
That's dope. That's dope that you said that, because that makes me feel like, okay, we did it right.
Oh yeah.
We did it right, because I knew there were certain points where, okay, I knew I wanted more up tempos.
Yeah.
And after we recorded Sun Rock, we went right into the next one, which was Quita and Jane and Brunch.
Yeah.
And that was my first house record. I always wanted to do a house record.
Yeah. I was gonna say, when I heard the snippet of it, I was like, this shit is hard.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I always wanted to do a house song, always.
Yeah.
So that was my first opportunity to do it. And
what gave you the name for that?
well, Quita Dream is the name of the artist who inspired me to do that. Quita Dream is basically Devin and Bam.
Okay.
Their band that they had together years ago.
Okay.
They were called Quita Dream. And they were to me, I always felt like they were Pharrell's kids.
Oh, wow.
Their music, oh my God, man. I tell them all the time. I know they be like, man, this nigga, he always got it. But I tell them yo, I really miss y'all. I miss y'all together. I miss Quita Dream. So this song was basically an ode to Quita Dream, because that's how they shit always was sound.
Got you.
And so, and then, you know, the girl is saying Jane gonna bring it over here. Jane go. So yeah, so I was like, we just gonna call it Quita and Jane and Brunch. And I mean, the whole brunch thing came from the idea of me wanting to have the listening party be a brunch.
I was gonna ask, what came first, the song or the idea for having the listening party a brunch? Okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, well, boom, we're gonna call it that. So when they first listened to the album, the ones who came to the listening party be like, oh shit, okay, that's why he did that. So that's what that was.
Now you have Ashley Hayes on the intro.
Shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to her. She did that pen.
Bodied it, man. She probably did that in 30 minutes. I told her the idea. She hit me right back.
That's
and
wild.
Sent me that, and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
It really gives you an insight to kind of get you up to speed on what
Set
the
the
fuck
whole
is about
tone.
to go. Yeah.
And that wasn't supposed to be the intro.
Oh wow.
That was supposed to be towards the middle.
Okay.
That was supposed to go right before the Sun Rock record. But when I heard it, it was so good.
It's perfect.
I was like, yo, no, this
perfect.
has to be the intro. And then, shout out to Stagger Lee, my saxophone player. He was in there and he heard that shit, and he literally played it perfectly, man. He played it perfectly. Shout out to Devin. He also played keys on it. And they just put that feeling behind it.
Yeah. It was perfect.
It's perfect.
it really put me in a state of like, all right, this is what the fuck I'm about to listen to.
Yeah. And it's fun.
really did.
It's funny because that's what everybody was saying at the brunch when we first started playing it. And that's what came on. You hear all the sounds and the trees and the birds, and they like, oh shit, where the hell we at? Like you feel like you're somewhere else. And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to give people. I wanted to give people that whole vibe. Like, man, for however long this album is, I was wherever the hell he was.
Yeah. For sure. I transported for a second. My mom came in the room talking to me, and I was like, bruh, I know you see me not here for real. So how long did it take for you to write the album?
I mean, like I say, some of those songs are already, I had already started for my album, which was started, like I say, during the pandemic times, pretty much like summer of last year. Some of the records, I didn't decide that I wanted Ken to be on that I wanted it to be a joint album. I didn't decide that until like January, February.
Okay.
And so then I had to write, verse. I had to take some verses out of some of those songs and then write his verses.
Okay.
And that probably took me about a month and a half.
Okay.
Maybe 2 months. I mean, but as far as time that it took to complete an album, this was easily the shortest amount of time.
Wow.
Shortest amount of time, the most fun I've had doing it.
And did you plan it for it to come out just before Rose Bowl? Like, did you have in your mind when you started doing the album that you wanted to come out before Rose Bowl?
No, it just kind of happened that way. I always try to center my album releases around something. And it just, I knew I wanted to do another Rose Bowl in July because Rose Bowl 3, financially, was my best one.
Okay.
And it was July 18th, so I was like, okay, well, we need to go back to financially.
to that day.
You know what I'm saying?
That day got some luck to it.
You know what I'm saying? Hence July 16th. Yeah. And so I knew I wanted to drop the album in the summertime. So I'm like, okay, well, we're ahead of time. Like, let's just drop it the week before Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And it worked out. It worked out perfectly.
And what was Ken's contribution to the album?
Ken was a vessel. He was literally a vessel. I mean, when you listen to it, like, at the end of the day, when people hear it, it's an album from Willie HyN coming out, but it's got a whole lot of Ken on it. That whole lot of Ken is still me.
Okay.
It's still my words. It's just him singing it.
Got you.
But that's before the album was named Sun Rock, it was really gonna be I'm really an R&B nigga too. But it was gonna be TOO, like introducing Ken.
Got you. Okay.
That's what it was supposed
like
to.
Us two.
Yeah. That's what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, I want to go somewhere different.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was literally a vessel, and he was just great, man. Like working with him, I mean, he very easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? He, some people you decide to do this type of stuff with, and then you start working with him, you be like, God damn, I wish I would.
I choose this?
Yeah, like shit, man. But I mean, from the rooter to the tutor, from the start to the finish, he's just been great.
That's good.
And so
I like hearing when artists can really get in their bag and work together. I don't think I know with indie artists, that aren't, mainstream, you get a lot more of that collaborative feel good. Like you could tell y'all niggas was in the studio together, versus just sending a track
just
over.
sending tracks. Yeah.
It's like I miss that about music, hearing people actually work together, getting those vibes in. Like I think that's just dope. And it translates into the album. You can really feel that energy in the album. Yeah,
it's an artist, Amon Mari. Like I've gone back and forth chopping it up with him. We're working, and he's strictly against sending shit.
Yeah,
he like nah. He like, man, if you ain't coming to LA, man, then we ain't working. So I'm like, damn, all right, well I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there, but I respect that.
Yeah,
because you definitely can hear it, and yeah, I mean, Ken was with me on all those. There wasn't one record that I sent him. He was with us the whole step of the way.
Dope. Yeah, you could tell. You could fucking tell.
Shout out to Ken, man.
What is your favorite track on the album?
Oh, man. My favorite track. That's a good question. I think I'm at a point now where, whatever the people love, man. If the people love it, I love it. And right now, just from reaction White Powder Blue.
Yeah. Shout out to Sonya. I
Sonya
love her.
Williams.
I fucking love her.
Yes.
She's the only, like, no bullshit, when them the car accident commercials come on, she's like the only one I will sit and listen to the whole shit to, because the other ones I just turn off. And it's no disrespect to any other one, but
yeah.
I fucking love her voice. Her voice is so, it's powerful, but it can be really soft.
Yeah.
Where you still get it, but it's
and she got that sense of rasp.
Yes.
I love those. That's why Jasmine Sullivan is my number one.
It's real soulful.
Yeah.
It's like she can be real aggressive, and she can be soft I love her. I love her voice. I love her. And that's probably one of my favorite tracks on that album so far.
Tried, man. Yeah. She killed it. She did her thing. It's crazy. That song has so much history, man. Like that record, I was working with Atlantic, and they needed me to write some stuff for some of their artists.
Okay.
And they sent me a beat. And I wrote that song to it.
Oh wow!
And that beat, and that, they end up not taking it. Mm-hmm. But that beat that I wrote to ended up going to Lucky Day.
Oh wow!
Or his debut album.
Okay.
And when I heard the beat, I went crazy, cause I was like, "Oh shit, this is the shit.
the one.
This is the beat I was writing to." Like, oh damn! So that's what they went with. Yeah. They ain't like my shit. They went with that. Okay, all right, okay. Nah, but I it was dope hearing that. It was dope hearing that, and so when that happened, I kept the song, held onto the song, and Sonya, I had got it to Sonya, and Sonya did everything.
Wow.
Everything that Ken ended up doing that first verse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a whole different version with just Sonya singing it.
Okay.
And for the ones who heard that,
yeah,
they were looking at me like, damn, dog. Like, I mean, that nigga Ken fire, but damn, nigga Sonya murked that shit. But it was one of them things where it was like, I knew for them, they were just locked into what they had already heard.
Right.
But Ken, man, he flowed on that shit so perfectly, man. And
they sound really good together.
They sound great together.
Yeah.
They sound, and if they didn't,
it was flawless. Like,
if it had been a forced situation, I definitely would, because of how much I love that record, I would have just pulled it.
Yeah.
And either saved it for some or just, gave it to Sonya. But I was just like, nah, they sound good.
Yeah.
They really sound good. So it worked out.
It's one of those situations where I wouldn't mind if they just hopped on each other's songs forever.
Yeah.
Kiki, what is it name? Kiki White and Avant, like they always sound.
You always
got the two that just sound really good on songs. That's how I feel about them too. Yeah.
I might have to pen something else. Yeah. Might have to make something else work for that.
Get one of them love songs out of them.
Yeah. That'll be dope, man.
I'm fucking with it.
They killed it. And shout out to Slim Wave too. He was the one that produced it. Shout out to Slim. Slim is famous now. I can't even talk to Slim no more.
You know what's so fucked up? This is how bad my brain is. So I'm really good with faces. I think every black person that said I'm good with faces, terrible with names.
Mm-hmm.
So when I seen him at T's game night, shout out to Tierra, I was like, I know this nigga from somewhere, and I do not know his name. And literally, he came up on my timeline like the next day, and I was like, fuck, that was him.
Slim Way.
But shout out to him. He's an amazing producer, and he's super cool.
Super cool. One of the coolest, man. He produced 2 on here, and I put them joints back to back. Yeah, they just flow.
Yeah,
that one in Valley Club. Valley Club might be my number 2.
That might be my second one too. I had to run that one back twice. I think
Slim went crazy.
Yeah, he did.
He went crazy, man. That's my dog.
That's what's up. So you have Sunrock that's coming out Friday. What can you say from your very first album to now? Because you re-released your first album this year. If I'm not mistaken.
Or last year.
Last year.
Yeah. Oh no, you're talking about The Boy in the Balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we put it out this year.
Yeah. I don't know why always in my brain I slick be feeling like that was just an EP.
Yeah.
It really is not. It's really a whole full-length album. I don't know why I be telling myself that, but yeah.
But what can you say, just as an artist, has been your biggest change and growth from that album to now?
Wow. I think just more so, just my attention to to what I say.
Okay.
You know, back then I just was more so just going for punchlines and just, you know, that's all I cared about.
Yeah.
Long as the punchline hit,
Yeah,
I didn't give a damn what it, you know what I'm saying? And now it's just a lot more attention to not only what I say, but what, you know, what I'm writing for whoever I'm writing for.
You're a lot more intentional with what you say.
Yeah, and I mean, even now, like I'm just a lot more involved in the whole thing. Cause back then I literally would co-produce, and then I would write whatever hook was gonna be for what, and then I would write my verse, and then I go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
But now I'm involved with the vocal production,
Everything.
I'm all in. You know, even more involved with the mixing and with the mixing process. And I never have been, because I always had somebody to depend on.
Yeah.
And this time around, I just wanted to be a little bit more hands-on. And I mean, a whole lot more involved from the first album.
Yeah.
To now.
Yeah.
So I guess if I had to find that one thing, and in regards to that question, I would have to say, yeah, I'm just a lot more attentive and a lot more involved into the whole, into everything.
Yeah.
You know, eventually I'm gonna be
doing all the
producing
shit,
and
mixing
myself. Yeah, eventually, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get there.
There's levels to this artistry shit.
Man, what? I super respect them 100%ers.
Oh yeah.
Niggas like he ain't even. I keep calling him Devin. He's not Devin no more. He's 11 now.
That's hard.
That's his new name.
Yeah.
He's 11 now.
I see what he did there. I fuck with it.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope. His new shit is dope.
Okay.
But I fully respect, you know, an artist like that can, you know, just come up with the idea, sit down, record yourself, make the beat.
That's gotta be tough.
Mix it.
Yeah.
You know, like he do all that. You know what I'm saying? I fully respect artists that can do that.
Shout out to 11. I fuck with it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to 11, man.
So let's get into Rose Bowl. Easily, hands down, one of the best festivals, concerts, live performances you ever want to go to.
That's love, man.
High energy.
That's love.
Phenomenal artists. You always got a just bomb ass lineup.
That's the A&R in me.
Oh yeah, you definitely do that. But yeah, man, this is number 6.
Number 6, y'all.
How you feel about that?
It's crazy because I mean a lot of people don't make it. They don't make it past 3.
3.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people do stuff like this and they don't. You know, they don't see it through.
Yeah.
But for us to have gotten to this point, man, and for it to be growing, that's another thing. Like you can have something like this and they know it's there. Yeah. It'll be there, and you'll do it
next time.
And it don't be hitting on.
Well, like that you don't have it on this at the same time all the time because it gives you something to look forward to. Like I know he gonna put on Rose Bowl this year. I just don't know when the fuck he gonna do it.
I keep him on their
where
toes.
he gonna do it at. Yeah.
I try to keep them on their toes, and I try to even. We were committed to one particular place, and this year is our first year that Well, not the first year that we're gonna go somewhere differently, but this is the first year that I'm doing anything at this particular place that we're gonna have it. It's the first year I've done anything there in years. Shout out to Smith's Old Bar. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna do it, and
Smith's
man.
Old Bar just has this weird way of. It's like one of those. It's like I don't want to say it's like the department store. It's nothing like the department store, but it has that feeling to it that if you put on a show there, it's a memorable show.
Yeah,
like you got to go back and do something there.
Yeah, it's an iconic spot.
Yeah.
It's an iconic spot. I had to bring some awareness.
Yeah.
To them folks and let them know, hey, I don't like how y'all doing
none of this shit.
My folks.
Yeah.
We had to do a little straightening. But
ain't nothing but a little bit straightening.
Yeah, ain't nothing but a little bit straightening. But I mean, I cared that much because I mean it's a good spot, man, and like it's some great artists like like Janelle Monáe. Mm-hmm. Like she's had some amazing, memorable shows in there.
Yeah.
And I just felt like that should still Atlanta's. instead of just turning everybody against that place, and then we don't have
nothing.
Cause they dropping like flies.
Yeah,
if you've noticed.
I was gonna say I drove past Esbury today, and that whole little strip of where we used to fuck with is gone.
Come on, man. I mean,
gone.
It sucks.
Yeah,
and it's just like we still need that one legendary spot.
Yeah,
that people
we need to go back to and
they
say,
can go to and know. Like, yes, I mean, since the beginning, like it's been there. We, so I'm excited to have the show there.
Yeah.
They did full renovations in the building, so it's completely different from. I mean, if you are old head and you've been there since old Atlanta shit, it's completely different.
I ain't been there that long,
but it's dope though. It's dope on the inside, man. So yeah, we're gonna do it there. The lineup is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who are you most looking forward to?
Oh man,
I know it's kind of tough to say C because you do so much. You so hands on with it that you really don't get to see.
Yeah.
But when you do, you be turned the fuck up.
Yeah, I try to. I mean, I do be wanting to check everybody out.
Yeah.
It's hard doing that shit. Like I know with the Rose Bowl 3 I didn't get to see nobody. I was kind of upset about that.
Yeah.
But it was just the way the day ran. It was just a lot of shit.
For those that don't know, putting on any event is a hassle in itself.
Whew.
Putting on a show with bands and artists and running times and schedules, that's tough. That takes a level of patience and understanding that only God and time can give you.
Right. Literally.
Every time is gonna be different. I don't care how many times you rehearse through it, what you got the set times for.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be some shit the day of. Yeah. And you gotta roll with the punches. But
before and after.
Oh yeah, before and after. Shit during.
Yeah, before, during, all that.
But you do a really phenomenal job of getting everybody there, and whatever fuck ups you do have, we don't be fucking knowing.
Yeah,
you definitely be rolling through the punches.
Got to, man. That's literally the my claim to fame.
Oh
just rolling with this shit. I mean, shout out to the tribe.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody in the tribe who steps in and helps, man. Like every year, somebody different. I mean, even Rose Bowl 4. I remember Algebra Blessed. Algebra is I just look at Algebra like. And I remember that same year, Algebra walked up to me and was like, mind you, she just came to show love.
Yeah.
And she ended up walking up to me. She kind of, I guess she saw how, I had a little stress on my face. Mm-hmm. And she walked up to me. She was like, listen, give me that tablet in your hand. Give me that. And I'm going to help you for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
You just let me know what you need.
And she got it.
But what's dope about that is I get that every year from somebody. And that's love, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that just want to see the event do well. I love the fact that Rose Bowl ATL has gone beyond me. Mm-hmm. And people look at it not like it's just Willie HyN's thing, but more so like it's
it's an event.
It's an event, and I want to get to the point where I ain't even in it no more.
Yeah,
like I
you
really
just putting it on.
Yeah, I want to stop performing.
I mean, but I was gonna say that's low key the part I be looking forward to. Like, I'm going to go see other people.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely gonna go see because you put on a fucking show. Like you dedicate 2,000% of yourself to that performance.
I love
it's
that
like
to death.
You snap into Willie HyN the artist and you just go.
Yeah.
Like you break your neck damn near every show.
Yeah. Yes.
You be hoarse.
All that. The next morning is terrible.
But no, for me anyway, that's the best part. But I would love to see it grow to that point where you just put it on.
To where it's like it's the names I got on there are just so dope. Like you ain't even kind of how with Jay-Z and Made in America.
Yeah,
he don't do it every year. He done got to the point.
Every once in a while
he'll pop up. Yeah, but he don't really do it like that for real. Like I would like for and I know it's gonna get to that point.
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying, where I can just kind of fall back and just maybe just host it.
Yeah.
Or just,
Put your name on the ticket. Call it a day.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm there. You'll at least see me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going to be on the red carpet.
It'll be there. We'll get to that moment. But till then, you know, I'm a bust my ass and go crazy on that stage, man. That's what I know for a fact. That's what's gonna happen. Shout out to the Confetti Rose, my band.
Yes.
I'm headed to a rehearsal right after I leave here. Shout out to them, man. We working hard to give y'all a dope show. We performing new songs off the Sun Rock album. It's gonna be dope, man. Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Well, I'm excited. Congratulations on both. These are really huge accomplishments. And
thank you.
Just from, I don't even remember how long ago we did the first interview, but
man, I didn't even have locks then. They were just little baby twists. They were little baby twists.
But I'm proud of you. Thank you for continuing to create. I think that's important.
Yes.
I always try to tell artists and just creatives in general, thank you for creating and keep fucking creating, because we need that. The world literally don't move without creatives.
Man.
So next time somebody try to shit on your dream, tell them that shit don't move without it.
No, listen. Come on now. Come on, bars. No, but that's real. Yeah. That's real. I mean, and that's even why I be, you know, on that. Shout out to Reels. Reels on Instagram. Shout out to Reels, man.
Yo.
Because they let me, that allows me to be that allows me to open up the comedian side.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That your powerful hour, them shits is hilarious.
Man.
The tagline, the ending tagline, age well, wash your hands, don't get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Like, it just, because you a fool for sure. you a fool for sure. He an R&B nigga. And a fucking fool immediately after.
And a fucking fool immediately.
That's why I fuck with you.
That's love. For
but
real.
shit, I ain't gonna hold you. I know you got rehearsals, but congratulations. You never did ask who you looking forward to see for?
Oh yeah, man. I mean everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. I definitely want to check out Lola today. Yeah, cold blooded. Mm-hmm. And she told me she gonna have a band, so okay. I'm excited about that. J.K. Howells, I haven't seen him in person in years, and we've been talking about, you know, him being on Rose Bowl forever. So it's finally happening. I'm excited about seeing him. Carrie Epps,
I love her. Shout
you know,
Carrie.
I can go ahead and say it. Music Soul Child will be performing, so I'm hype about that.
I'm hype about that.
You know what I'm saying? Highness just dropped a new EP. They finna perform all their new shit. Edgewood Heavy, they got that spot on lock already anyway. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Like it's gonna be a wave. It's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be good times. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. You can go at the link in my bio at Willie HyN WILL. They'll see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'll see it.
They'll see it.
We'll put a little tag
little
up.
thing.
Yeah,
we'll put a little. Highness just dropped a new EP. They finna perform all their new shit. Edgewood Heavy. They got that spot on lock already anyway. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Like it's gonna be a wave. It's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be good times. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. You can go at the link in my bio at Willie HyN WILL. They'll see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'll see it.
They'll see it.
We'll put a little
tag little
up.
Thing.
Yeah,
we'll put a little thing right there.
Yeah,
man. But y'all make sure y'all come out. We were not able to do this last year.
Yeah.
We don't know. We know. God forbid.
Last year was real different, and I hosted. And that was a real awkward time for me.
Yeah, and
I hadn't hosted in a while. It was just different.
The whole thing was weird, man, because people really did. Like we tried to do that whole Rose Bowl in 2 locations.
Yeah.
I just was trying, y'all. I was trying to do it. I was in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, I was
trying, and I know that at the end of the day, I knew people weren't going all the way come out like that for real. Just at that point.
Yeah.
So I knew like, okay, well, if I at least have something so that people, because there was some people still wanted to do the live shit.
Some people still wanted to go and be out, and then.
So we did that, and then I was at a whole nother spot.
Yeah, it was different for sure. It was different.
Now, had they said we could have had everybody in there.
Yeah,
but they were like, man, no.
They weren't trying to hear it.
It was
but it's
3
cool.
people
Now
in there.
you gotta you coming back with a bang.
Yeah,
10
we
times
back.
harder.
We back. So you know what I'm saying?
And niggas could be outside for real.
Yeah,
So
you know,
it's
and it's summertime,
yeah.
and I just dropped a new album. I've
Yeah.
never really had a release concert album
Yeah.
before.
2 for 1.
Situation. Release album, however the
Maybe you
hell.
gonna put it, yeah. Album release joint, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Caught you
But
there.
yeah, I haven't had that.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be something for y'all to fuck with.
Yeah. Get the tickets in the bio.
Yeah.
We'll put the link up somehow in the video.
Yeah.
Check out Sun Rock.
Sun Rock.
Album will be out Friday on
Joint
the 9th.
album. Ken the Miss.
Yes. And shit, congratulations, man.
Happy birthday.
And thank you.
Y'all, she interviewed me on her birthday, y'all. Y'all don't understand how hard I'm sure it had to be for her to have been as lit as she was.
It's been a Red Bull, 5-hour energy, Jack Daniels, Jameson kind of day.
Yeah. And she pushed through.
Yeah.
I said, hey, we can do another. She said, nah. I'm good.
I wanted to do. I usually on my birthday don't do shit. Or I try not to do much of anything. But this year I felt a little different. I was like, I'm gonna just do what I love to do on my birthday, which is interview, drink, and pod and talk shit. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I just did everything I wanted to do creatively.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that is dope, man. And I was involved.
And you were involved.
That's love,
and
man.
We've been needing to do this for a while, so I'm glad we got to bring it back.
We got to come back, and you got to hear the album before everybody else did.
I feel honored. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
I'm trying to go take a whirl on this black Jeep though.
Come on now. Top down. I'll take the motherfucker off.
Let's go.
I'll take it off.
Let's go do country ratchet shit.
Listen. I'm all for it. We can hit the belt line,
I'm down. I'm 10 toes down.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
But yeah, thank you for allowing me to talk to you today, talk shit. And congratulations again. And y'all go check them out. That's all we got.
Go get it, y'all.